Hi, Paul from Power Wash Store here. We are going to talk about the proper way to read a nozzle chart to size your nozzles for your machine. So to determine what nozzle you need for your machine, the first thing you want to do is determine your operating pressure, what you want to achieve. Whether it's 1,000 PSI, 2,000, 4,000, you can't go beyond the specs of what your machine are. You're not going to take a 2,000 PSI machine and put a 5,000 PSI nozzle in there to get 5,000 PSI because it can damage your pump. So you want to go to your maximum operating pressure. So in this case, let's say I'm going to be 3,500 PSI. So I'm going to go at 3,500 PSI. I'm going to read down the chart to the closest spec that I can have to my pump output. So if I have a TS 2021 pump, for example, which is 5.6 at 3,500 PSI, I'm going to go down to 5.6 gallons per minute. In this case, I can go a little bit over or I can go a little bit under. Depending on the length of hose, that would determine whether you go over or under, or if you're more concerned about flow and less concerned about pressure. If I'm running, let's say, 200 feet of hose, I might want to go to the next size down because I'm going to have friction loss in my hose. So at that point, I'm going to follow it all the way back over across the chart, and that's going to tell me I need a 5.5 nozzle orifice. If I wanted my full flow at 3,500 PSI, I would follow that over, and that's going to tell me I need a 6. The only time when your gallons per minute is equal to your pressure is at 4,000 PSI. And you'll see here, if I'm 4,000 PSI at 7 gallons a minute, I'm going to follow it down to 7. I'm going to follow that across. I'm going to need another 7 orifice. So if I need to reduce my flow, I have a 5.6 gallon a minute pump. I want 1,500 PSI for soft washing. I'm going to follow my 1,500 PSI column. I'm going to follow that down to about a 5.6. So I can either go 5.51 or 5.62. I'd probably go the 5.51, again, because of flow loss and friction. I'll follow that back across, and that's telling me I need a number 9 orifice. So the orifice or nozzle size is only directly related to flow of your machine at 4,000 PSI. At any other pressure, it is not. You can also see on this particular chart here, it tells me the actual orifice diameter in inches in a decimal measurement. So that's how you properly read a nozzle chart in order to determine what your correct nozzle size is.